Well, Todd, that's for the second week in a row, you've pretty much dominated your opposition for the whole game. You must be pretty happy with the way you're going into this break.
Well, look, we spoke to the players before about it. To be 4-1, we're really happy. So, a lot of things to get better at. There's a lot of room for improvement for us, but West Coast have traditionally started really well in all their games, so we knew it'd be pretty hot early. So it was important to start well. So I thought they did that.
I thought the pressure for the whole game pretty much was the biggest thing. You were able to put them under enormous pressure, and you were able to cause them to probably not play the way they want to play as a result, and you were able to then benefit from that when you got the ball back and make the most of it.
Yeah, it's hard to plan and play. They have so many changes each week, so they unfortunately had probably a fair few blokes go out of the side from last week. So. But our pressure was pretty good for the most part. There was a couple of little patches there that we thought we dropped off with our intensity, but for the most part we were able to maintain our pressure on the ball, which was good.
Your young midfielders again, Dragovic and Florenka, the chance was there for them to grab this year, and they just continue to do it week after week.
Yeah, look, they've been really going well. So obviously Drag has been playing for a couple of years and has played his bit parts inside, but hasn't played in there the majority of the time, so he's really grown, and Jake too's been waiting for an opportunity, so he's been good, and then you bring in sort of Hayden and Dent and Collard didn't play today, was injured unfortunately. Datsun was really good in round one and then got injured, so we haven't seen him either. Pearson and Noah have really jumped up, but Chris Arsui got to play again today, so that's 2 in a row for him. And then Dion Moncara and Brendan Verrier hasn't played much in the last sort of 18 months, so there's been a bit of change, but they're playing their role really well, so that's all we can ask.
Mason Shaw got the reward on the scoreboard today, 6 goals, and I think he kicked 4 last week, so he's been playing well all season, but he looks like he's really thriving now, being that number one spearhead. There's no Saunders and no one else to, I guess, take it away from him. He's working well with Zach, but he looks like he's enjoying that, being that number one target in attack.
Yeah, and look, he's one of our leaders, but and he got hurt probably before half-time last week, and he's still touch and go right up to till the bounce today. So for him to not only play but play with a significant impact, is important from your leaders, and showed a bit of grit.
Sean Buick's an interesting one. He's always been a wingman up until probably 18 months ago, but you threw him down back for a lot of last year, and he played really well. But now you've used him up forward this year, and as that pressure small sort of mid-sized forward, he's doing a great job.
Oh, look, he's just a fantastic person. Prepares well, super fit, and will play whatever role you ask him. So he's played half-back, wing and forward this year, and been able to play his role wherever he goes. So he's a pleasure to coach, because if you need someone to do something, you can always ask him, and the job will get done. So look, his last 18 months have been the best footy that he's played since I've been here, and he's continued to improve. I think he's improved again this year, so he's going well.
Has he surprised you? Because there's probably 2 or 3 years ago there was a point where he probably was thinking that his career was probably just about over. Has he surprised you that he's been able to turn himself around?
Not really, because he works probably harder than anyone to prepare. So he worked really hard 2 summers ago to make sure that he would have a go as a halfback, and now it's fantastic for him because we've got confidence to play him anywhere, and great teammate. So he's in really good form, kicking the ball well, so he's going well.
Given the amount of changes you had over summer, are you pleasantly surprised how well you've been able to start? You're 4-1, and you could have won the game that you lost. You could easily be undefeated right now. Are you pleasantly surprised how quickly things have come together?
Yeah, look, but I think like most of the young guys that have come in have been in our system, for 2 or 3 years. So, I think you never really know over summer how you're going. We know we lost some experience, but there was opportunity, and that's exciting. So. Pleasantly surprised, maybe, but to be 4-1 from 5 games is, from how we've played, is probably a fair reflection. We probably pinched the one against Swans, and we're a bit unlucky against Perth, so probably 4-1's pretty fair.
State game next week. You've got 5 guys in the squad at the moment. Would you expect those guys to play, and is there anyone else that you would be happy if they got a call up?
I think we've only got 4 because I think Higgins is withdrawn, but which leaves Dragger and Pearson, Cade and Sleuthi. So hopefully for their sake they all get a go. I think Noel Stroman, Blaine Wilson were pretty, and Mason, but especially Blaine and Noel were probably a bit unlucky. But there's a lot of teams and a lot of players, so you can't pick everyone.
You talked about Brock. He's had a massive workload over this first month, and he was great again today. Does he just need a rest at this point?
Yeah, look, he's at the stage I think where he needs to manage himself, and he's learning to do that. So, pretty hard surface. He was the one that quickly made the decision. So, we'd fully support our guys if they want to play.
Big game now in 2 weeks. Is it a nice chance to have a bit of a break, reflect on what you've done so far and get ready for that?
Yeah, look, we'll probably review the first 5 weeks. I don't know if we'll, reflect, and you're always looking ahead. So it'll be a good chance to review, good couple of weeks to obviously freshen up, and also gives you some time to practice some stuff and that we think we still need to improve on. So we'll use the break, to refresh mentally and physically a bit, but start planning for the next game.
Very good.
Always moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.